Hey everyone, happy Wednesday night and welcome to our weekly Facebook Live. Popping on just before 7, so Facebook can let you know I got live, and that gives me a chance to check my settings and make sure everything looks great. I hope you've had a great day here in Southwest Ontario. It is freezing. Last week we were 31 degrees and now we are sitting at like 10. I have like a sweater on, wool socks, and I'm trying to get warm. It's crazy, and it's been a rainy, dreary day. I don't know about you, but on days like this, it just makes me want to curl up, watch TV, read a book, or stamp in my craft room. And that's where you will find me tonight. So welcome, welcome. My name is Anne Granger, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the beautiful town of Dorchester, Ontario, Canada. And I'm excited to be with you tonight. Welcome to my happy space, my stamp room. This is where you will find me majority of the days. I love coming in here at night. I'll play some music, and I just like, it is my way to de-stress after a crazy day at work. Okay, I see myself here, so let's see if I can figure out how to do all this. Nope, that's not what I want. So if you are here, please say hi, like, and comment my video. That's the best compliment you can give me. We want more crafty friends joining us. I don't know about you, but I like it when I gather with my friends and we're we're stamping or scrapbooking, and we're having so much fun. We're usually eating chocolate, so if you have chocolate beside you, go and grab it. This is my beautiful dish, so I'm not sure if I told you that, but this is one that my grandmother gave me, and I filled it with chocolate. So my favorite right now is Dove chocolate that you can get in the United States, so I absolutely love that. So I've been working on that, and yeah, like, it's just my favorite. So let me see. I'm trying to find myself, which I did find myself. I just need to see how I can get it so that I can see your comments. No, that's not what I want. Oh, maybe that's, oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So if you're here, please say hi. Let me know. As I said, like, comment, and share my video. That's the best compliment you can give me. Tonight, as I said, it is freezing in here in Southwestern Ontario. I am trying to warm up, like, my hands are cold, so you might see me rubbing them or like putting them in my pockets. Maybe I'll do that for a few minutes while I talk to you. So if you're new to my channel, welcome to the Stamp with Anne community. Stamp to Create is my team name. Each week, I pick a product of the week, and I come live to you on Mondays and Wednesdays. So this week, the product of the week that I picked is called Layer Thoughts. And this is a beautiful stamp set. I love the bold greetings, but I also like that there is some cursive so that you can mix and match. Let's see here. I don't know what happened with my video. Let me just try here. Hopefully I'm not frozen. Please someone let me know. I see myself here, and then, oh, there we go, got cut up. So this was like when I was on stage back in March, and I saw this in the catalog. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to have that in my set. I think it'll be great for scrapbooking and great for card making, especially if you want to make a quick and simple card with a bold greeting. Well, I was so excited when they announced an all attendee giveaway, and this was a set we got. So I have paired it with this stamp set with our new Celebration Expression Memories and More. So I'm going to show you how to make 2 quick cards tonight. I'm all about the quick and easy right now. I don't know about you, but I need to make a bunch of cards. I was going through my cards and realizing I need some like sympathy and birthdays and thank yous. So that's what we're going to kind of be working on over the next little bit. We're going to make 2 cards, and I have 2 cards to share with you tonight. And we are using the Memories and More card pack. And I'm going to flip my camera here in a bit and show you what that is. So if you have any questions or any comments, please let me know. Just put them in the comments, and if I see them, I'll answer them online. If I don't, I will message you. I will comment on them after. So let's flip the camera. As you can see, I've got like this is like my favorite sweater. It's one of the ones I got from Stampin' Up, and it's like, I just love it because it's nice and cozy. I could even have a hot chocolate. That's how cold I am. I refuse to put on my heat. I don't know about you, but I've like turned my heat off. Then last week it was like 31 degrees, and now we're back down to crazy cold. So I just said, let's just wear extra clothes and snuggle up with some fun blankets. So that's what we'll do. All right. Well, I know stamping will warm my heart, and I hope it warms your heart. So let's get started. I'm going to flip my camera, and you actually get to see my front yard tonight because it's so overcast. But look at those trees. It looks so nice and full. I don't have to worry about the sun beaming in on me. All right, if someone is here and can see my screen, let me know how it looks. I think I just want to make sure that I'm straight and that everything looks great. And we'll go from there. Okay, so let me just give it a minute here to see. Okay, so we are sharing I want to start by showing you our products, and then I'm going to show us our catalog. So let me just get started here, and just want to make sure, I'm not going to mess with it. All right, so as I said, we are using the Layering Thoughts stamp set. It is a photo palmer stamp set, which is meant for two-step stamping because it's jelly-like and you can see through things. I love that you can go like, love you, happy birthday to you, thank you, thinking of you, so you can mix and match. I really like this. You might notice this little symbol down here. It means that it is a $1 million achiever set, which means this person who designed this stamp set reached 1 million in sales. And I have a disclaimer, just so you know, that is 1% of the global company earns this. It takes a lot of dedication and hard work to get to that level. So this is when you reach that level, you get to work with a concept artist and make a stamp set. So this is her stamp set. I believe it's Barb Brimham, and I believe she's from the US, but I could be wrong. So excited for that. So as I said to you at Onstage, we got these Memories and More cards. So Memories and More is like memory keeping, but these cards you could use for card making or scrapbooking or memory keeping. So you get 54. These are just little samples. And I cut that one out. You get 54 cards, and you get them in 3x4 and 4x6. And I'm just gonna quickly show you the patterns here, and then I'll show you what we're making. So these, and I meant to sort these out before I got on here. So this one says, what a crowning achievement. And then on the back is that pretty orange color. This could be used as a journaling card. So if you followed me in my Monday night scrapbooking video, you would have saw that we used one of these. And I love this. So this is Berry Burst. Oops, so let's just try it here. So that's the wrong pattern. So Berry Burst, love that. Okay, and then we have, so chevrons with this one. Let's see if I can just find some here. I already showed you the chevrons. Okay, so this is a fun one. So this is like bright stripes. I love the bright colors in here. And then it's like kind of like, almost like a night sky maybe, like a sky. Really pretty. We have some pretty banners here. And then on this side is some more stripes. Oh, there we already saw that one. And we already saw those ones. And then this one is like some thank yous in different languages. And then you have these polka dots, which are really nice. So that's the 3x4s. And then the 4x6s you actually get. So you get, these are balloons. Look at these animal balloons. That's so fun. And then on the back is this Berry Burst pattern. I really like this one. I don't know what about it. I just really like that pattern. We have ones that say like congratulations in different languages. And then this one, this is also my other favorite one. I'm drawn to the colors. So these colors are Berry Burst, Balmy Blue, and this is the new Timid Tiger, which I'll show you that color combination just so you can see it, but it's really, really pretty. And then I really like this one too because it's birthday candles and cute little like fireworks maybe. And I thought this was a neat page. I said on my Monday night video, this would be a neat one if you had little kids or grandkids and they were blowing bubbles. Like you could make some pages with this. I thought that would be a really neat one. So let me just show you. So those are the cards. Let me just show you quickly that color combination, which I think is so pretty right now. And I probably wouldn't have paired it together if I didn't see that together. So let me just show you. So Timid Tiger is one of our new colors. So there's Timid Tiger. And let's find, I've got my thing here. Let me just see. oh my gosh, my hands are so cold that I couldn't even. So Balmy Blue. And then I said the other color was Berry Burst. So let me just try to find Berry Burst here. Okay. So what I've done is I've cut these cardstocks into 4x6s. I believe they're 4x6. Let me just double check. 4x6. And I've labeled them up top. So as you can see, I have all the colors for the color families. And then what I like about it is I can literally use these to see like, ooh, does that combination look nice? Do I like it? Oh, I really like that. To me, that's very like almost nautical, but very beachy vibe. And then you pull it out, it just adds a little bit of pop. So I like to mix and match with these so I know what I have. And like I said, I just did, I cut all the colors in 4x6s. And then I used my label maker to make them. So I have all these colors, which is nice. So I can show you one word crafty. All right, so let me just show you where in the catalog you can find these. And then we're going to get started. So, and this is our new 2025 annual catalog. If you do not have a catalog, this catalog, and you live in Canada and you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to help you out. Just send me a message and I will pop one in the mail. So just let me know. So this is our 25-minute catalog. As you can see, I've tabbed mine. I got this great tip from my friend Patty Bennett many years ago, and I do it every year. So up here is all the suites. So if I wanted to look for a suite, I can easily just flip, and then down here is all the different things that we have. So I just put a Post-it note so I can show you. So on page 30 and 31 is where you will find the Memories and More. And as you can see, there's that card pack that we shared. It has a little N, which means that everything with little pink ends are new. There's also a new journaling pen. So these you can use, you can see they're used on cards, or you can use them in memory keeping. So in a 6x6, 6x8 layout, or actually in a scrapbook page like I showed you. The stamp set that we're featuring tonight is right here. So it's a layered thoughts. And as I said to you, there is the ordering number and the price. And then it says right there, it's achieved by Barb Brimhall. And so, yeah, and it says right there, the level of sales required to achieve this milestone is accomplished by then 1% of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. So it's a very hard level to achieve, which, so that is the product we're using tonight. You will find that on page 34. And then on page 31 was the Memories and More. All right. I also wanted to quickly share with you that Stampin' Up! Has an amazing special on right now. I am the proud leader of the Stamp to Create team, and we are in 3 levels, over 50 amazing ladies who are from like Ontario all the way out west. We meet monthly. We support each other through the good, bad, and the ugly. We do creative challenges. We do swaps. We have team meetings. We do monthly stamp and sip craft nights. We do so much together. We have summer parties, Christmas parties, and most of all, we learn from each other. So if this is something you think, hey, I would love to be a part of a creative community, we would love to have you. You from now, so you only have like till next Friday, you get to pick out $220 worth of product, and you pick out one, you only pay $135. So if you have like a huge shopping list, or you have, oh, I forgot to grab my thing, huge shopping list, or you're looking for some new friends, or you want to be in a crafty community, we would love to have you. All right, so the first card we're going to create tonight is this one, and I told you we're using the Memories and More cards called Celebration. Now, I have actually put out the measurements for you, but I am also going to be posting this video to my YouTube, and it will also be on my blog, and I will post the card with all the measurements. I've heard a lot of feedback through my YouTube channel and Pinterest, and just through customers that you guys want to know the measurements. So I'm going to be starting to do more of that, and I'm excited to start doing that because I know you want to see how to make things, and that's important. Okay, so we are making this card. Not sure about it, but it's growing on me. I think it's just, I love it that it's bold and bright and fun. So we are using Berry Burst, and there's that Memories and More card. So this is the card we're making, so I'm going to show you how to put that together. So our card base is Berry Burst, which is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. That is my top card base I like to use. From one 8.5 by 11, you get 2 card bases. You can either do this measurement or 4.5 by 11. I mean, sorry, 4 1/4 by 11 squared up 5.5. I like this one because I just like the way it fits better in cards when I'm prepping. Okay. And then I will put a white inside, so that piece would be 4 by 5 1/4. The reason why I don't necessarily do them right away is because I sell a lot of my cards to my coworkers and they like to write their own messages. So here is that piece that we need. So we can go ahead and put that piece down. I just cut the Memories and More card. Remember I showed you at the beginning. It was a 4 by 6, so I actually just cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4, which is the perfect size for our card base. So let me just get some tape going here. We'll put that down. All right, so now we're just gonna set this aside and I'm just gonna leave that there. We are going to bring in the Nestled Essential dies. So if you've been following me, you know that I'm a huge fan of stitched dies. I love the fact that it gives that little stitched look as you are creating, but it just means it just adds that little extra detail. These ones are a great die set because you get 12, you get banners, rectangles, and then you get these fun shapes here. We're going to be using this one, and we're only going to use this one. So I'm going to show you how we can do that. I have a piece of Berry Burst. And I'm actually going to cut the length of this to 3 inches. And the reason why I'm doing that is because we're going to use our mini Stampin' Cut. I'm just going to move this out of the way here for a minute. Mini Stampin' Cut. So I call this my baby boss. I love it. I use this a lot when we are creating videos. And I actually want to think this video this week, like this one, and on Monday, we're getting closer to almost 200 videos. I started videos a while back and really have started like growing them twice a week since last June. And we're almost at the 200 mark. So that's pretty exciting. So thank you for following and joining and sharing and all that. Yes, I'm excited. I cannot wait. So piece of Berry Burst, I have our die, and we're just going to put that die in here. And then I have my plates. Now, your plates would not look like this. My plates are really worn. They're not cracked. They're not broken yet. I mean, they're cracked, but they're not broken. It still works. So why replace them if they're still working? That's my motto, right? Okay. So we're just going to run that through, and you will get our die that looks like this. So we're actually just going to put this is our Berry Burst label, over here for a minute. And then I'm going to grab my scissors. Just cut this piece off here, put that in my bin. All right, so I want to grab a piece of white. So I'm using our basic white, and I think this will fit, yeah. So our basic white, and we're also going to do a label in basic white color. So we've done one in Berry Burst and we've done one in basic white. So let's run that through. All right, so there we go. So we have that. So always make sure to put your dies back on, whether you're putting them in your card case, your sleeves, or if you have magnetics. These are magnetic magnetic die holders. These are from Stampin' Storage, which is a company in the US. I highly recommend them. I love them. I love the fact that they're nice and sturdy. So that is what I use to store my dies. All right, so let's put this away. Now we're going to do a little bit of stamping. And if you've been following me, you know that I'm going to bring this back in here so you can see, and then we're just going to leave that there for now. Leave this in here. If you've been following me, you know we had a new color release that started on May 6th. There's 5 new colors. So there's Secret Sea, Timid Tiger, Strawberry Slash, Cloud Cover, and Darling Duck. I love the new Secret Sea. It is my new black. I used to use Memento ink for my black, but ever since this has come out, this is my new black. I love it. So if you're looking at like through the catalog and you're thinking, oh, like this catalog is so overwhelming, what should I get? I would always look at some inks and then maybe like a set that you could make, cards that you would make most of. Most people make birthday cards. All right, so let's ink this up. Now, I sometimes, when it's big and bold, I like to go like this so I know I'm getting all that coverage. And if you're local to me, which you live in the London and surrounding areas, make sure you sign up for my newsletters, because I just announced my big annual buy one, get one sale that's happening next week. Plus, I also announced in-person classes happening in June. So lots happening in the studio. So make sure you sign up for the newsletter, and I'll put that link underneath here. So you can attend, if you're local, attend some of my in-person classes. All right, look how, doesn't that just stamp so beautifully? So that is that new Secret C color. Trust me, it is one that you definitely want to purchase. I would say it's in my top 10 for must-have things in your craft room. All right, let's put that off the side. Now, I want, if you notice on my card here, I did this like little layer, and you're probably thinking, well, Anne, these are the same sizes, so how are you doing that? I'm going to show you a little trick. I'm going to bring in my paper cutter, and this is a Stampin' Up paper trimmer. Now, I just eyeball things, like I don't really measure, so I kind of just put this in the middle, and then I used it to cut, just like that, okay? We're going to move that out of there. And then what I did was I took my adhesive and laid it on there, and then I put this down so that I had that little bit of layering behind it. And then I did the same on this side. And I just did that. So what happens is it looks like we've layered our die, but we technically with another one the same size, but we didn't. We just made it improvised and made that. Okay, so here is our birthday. So let's get some dimensionals. So as I said, here's the measurements. Our card base is Berry Burst, and then we're using the Celebration Expression Memories and More card pack. Okay, so I just got some things here. And as I said, I will post this to my blog and to my YouTube channel. So if you don't subscribe to those, make sure you do, because then you'll know when I post videos and things like that. All right, so there is that. So there is our quick and easy card. Look how quick that came together. So I think you get like maybe 5 or 6 of this pattern. You could easily do this and make quick birthday cards. You could do out the colors if you wanted. I thought about adding embellishments, but then I was like, like which colors would I add? So I left it off. I chose not to, because I just thought it looked, and maybe I will when you could pull in one of these colors if you wanted, but I just thought I would look at that. So there is our first card featuring the Layer Thoughts stamp set. Quick and easy. You could easily switch this out if you wanted to do like a thank you, or you can change out the greetings. So there's that one. So there's those measurements right there. So let's just put that there. All right, the second card, I think it's the colors. I really like the colors in this one, and I think that's what's drawn me to this. So I need to grab something right here. Okay. Okay, so for this one, let me show you the card so you can see what we're making. Put that in there. Here is the card we're making for card number 2. So this one uses that balmy blue, that timid tiger, and we pulled in that secret seed just so you can see that. And then I did a little bit of the mixing with secret seed and timid tiger. So I really like that. So that is the card we're going to make. Here are the measurements that you will need for this. So let's just put this over here so you can see it. So our first thing, and I just need to grab the timid tiger. Okay, so our first is our card base, which is 5.5 by 8.5. And once again, I scored at 4 1/4. That is a pretty standard card base. I have a piece of that timid tiger that is, I didn't put this down. This is 4 by 5 1/4. So we're gonna put that there. And I didn't put these ones down. So this one is 3 3/4 by 5. It is cut into 3 3 3/4 by 5, and we're gonna cut that. So I'm gonna show you that in a minute. And then I have a piece that is 3 by 4. So then this would be 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And like I said, I will put those measurements down for you. All right, so let's move these off to the side. So the first one we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. So as I said, this is a 3 by 5. We need to cut it into 3 strips. So we're going to cut it at 1 1/4. And then we're going to slide this over and cut it again at 1 1/4. And then we should get 3 equal strips of the same size, because our base was 3 3/4 by 5, and then we just cut it. So that is our 3 strips that we needed. Okay, so let's move that out of our way. Let's bring this in here. Now we're going to put those down. Just make sure I get the right. It was more this way. I mixed them up as I cut them. Okay, so there's 1. 2. Oh, let's see. Oh, this side. Oh, there it goes. No, well, that's okay. We're not going to matter. Make sure they. Oh, it goes like that. I think I've got it. It goes like this. I was just trying to match up the size. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. So you can see I've just kind of layered them so that I'm making that pattern again. Let's go ahead and tape this down. And I left those other ones there so they can show me. There. And there. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to go ahead and tape this down. Okay, and we're going to put that on our card base. My card is going to go horizontal. Landscape. Just so you can do it. Okay, so we're going to put this aside just for a minute, and we're going to do some stamping. So I have that. We're going to bring back in that happy birthday, and we're going to use the secret C. So let's go ahead and stamp that. And I'm actually going to bring it to here just because it's such a big image. Make sure you close your ink pads, because don't want to tell you how many times I put my sleeve in it or my t-shirt into it. And I want to stamp more closer to the top. So I'm actually just going to bring this a little closer to me so I can see. Right there. And then pull it. So when you're stamping, you don't want to rock your stamp. Otherwise, you're going to get marks. You literally just want to bring it straight up and straight down. We're going to bring in the Timid Tiger. And we're going to bring in 2 U's. So I really like these cursives. I think they're kind of fun. So let's do the first one. Okay. So here's Timid Tiger. I'm just going to write 2. And then we're going to do U. Okay, so let's pull that one down. And U. Okay, so 2U. Super cute. My gosh, my hands are so cold. Okay, so put that away. We got our ink pad, so let's put that away. So as I said, this is 2 of the 5 new ink colors. Look at that. That'll be nice, pretty Halloween colors. Not that I'm thinking about that anytime soon, but the weather these days makes you want to think that we are in fall. It's crazy. Not in May. I don't think it starts to warm up till like Monday. Sunday or Monday. Crazy. I actually had to dig out like my pants again. I was just like, I'm ready to move on to shorts. All right, so we have that. We're going to bring this in and we're going to pop it up. Okay, so we have that. I thought I would put it a little bit on an angle, just kind of gives that a little bit more. All right, so we have these new, these are the 2025, 2027 in colors. So one of my favorite things about Stampin' Up is that everything coordinates. I can go from cardstock to pattern paper, to embellishments, to ribbons, to ink. Everything coordinates. So that is one of my favorite things. And one of the things that actually dropped, like the reasons I loved Stampin' Up when I first found them. Okay, so as you can see, it comes in the 5 colors. So Secret Sea, Cloud Cover, Timid Tiger, Darling, and Strawberry Slush. Now, if you follow me, you know this is one of my other must-have tools in your craft room. This is our Take a Pick. I just have this on because I use this side a lot. So you can pick up your embellishments with this putty or this, but this is like my number one. So we are going to use these pretty, to matching the tigers. Timid Tiger here. And there, we'll put that there. And I'll just make sure I close that so I don't get pinched at. Oh, and I think I just didn't get that scared down. And there is our second card of the evening, showcasing the Layered Thoughts stamp set. I love how bold the greeting is. I love this colors in this celebration. This is driving me crazy, and I'm not sure why I didn't get, oh, it's because my tape's not going here. There we go. I love the bold colors in the celebration expression, memories and more cards. So there is our second card of the evening. Quick and easy birthday cards that you could easily make. You could do this with any of the other patterns. So let me show you a couple more samples using this set, and then I will bring those back in and show you the collection. Okay, so I've been having a lot of fun just creating in my room lately. I've just been picking stamp sets and creating, and I'm having a lot of fun. So I'm happy to be doing that again. So I was like, okay, I need a couple extra samples to share with you guys. So this is just a thinking of you. I used thick white and basic white. I embossed it with a Soft Ways embossing folder. I believe this is a Floral Impressions Designer Series paper. Strawberry, I picked up the Strawberry Slush. This is the textured note dies. Thinking of You is from the Layered Thoughts stamp set. And then I brought in those Secret Sea flat dots. So there is our card featuring Thinking of You. This one was a case from Ellen Woodbridge. So when I sit down to create, I like to go look online to see what other demonstrators are doing. Sometimes it gives me the inspiration. So I really liked this one. Now I did switch up the greeting. So we're using the Peach Pie. Let's just move this one out of the way for a minute. So we're using Peach Pie. This is the Celebratory Sweets, Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper. I pulled in that Secret Sea, so that is the Spotlight on Nature. This is from the Celebratory Sips DSP. I literally just cut those out and fussy cut them. I added the Timid Tiger dots, and then my greeting is stamped in Peach Pie. So as you can see, there's a lot of ways you can use this stamp set. So let's bring these 4 cards back in to show you what we created, and then you can see the other samples. So just to recap, if you're just maybe scrolling and finding, or you're watching on YouTube, we use the Layered Thought stamp set, which is this one right here. You will find this in our 2025 annual catalog. We used the Celebration Expressions, Memories and More cards to create these 2 cards, and then I just showed you some different. So I did 3 birthday cards, 3 quick and easy birthday cards, and a Thinking of You card. So I can add those to my card stash and sell them to family and friends, or send them in the mail, which is I think we should all do, because everyone needs some cards in the mail to brighten our day, and it's like sending a hug in the mail. So just a recap, I will upload this video. It will be on my blog on the weekend. So I'm going to upload this video. I am going to share the card measurements with you. I will share you pictures of the cards, and then I will show these on different days. And then make sure you sign up for my newsletter, which I'll post the link below, because on Sunday I do a recap video and I show you what we did for the week. And then on Monday, you guys are always the first one to find out what I am doing in my Facebook Lives for the week. So thank you so much for joining me. If you were watching live, I saw some people come and go. I get it. Life is busy right now. If you're watching on the replay, let me know you're watching replay. I'd love to know which one is your favorite. We'll say this is card 1, 2, 3, or 4. And I would love to know, was this a stamp set you picked out or thought, nah, I don't really need that one. Maybe now seeing the cards, you might want them. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your evening. Have a great, fabulous week. To my friends in the U.S., enjoy your long weekend. And I will see you back here Monday night for another crafty session, Facebook Live. And I can't wait to show you next week's projects. They are one of my favorite bundles from the new online exclusives release. So, and if you need anything, remember to head to my blog, which is www.stampwithan. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope this crafting video brought you joy and a little bit of downtime for yourself and gave you some inspiration to go into your craft room and create. And if you create some cards, we would love to see them. Share it with us. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your evening. Talk to you soon. Bye.